Coming up next is the Sunday Roast with Elliot and his crew. Coming up next, we have the Wandsworth Sunday Roast. So stick around for that.
Join Elliot Stewart and his special guest. Be there with your ears. Okay, now, wow, I am very excited. So excited, I can't actually hide it. Sunday. I'll get no better. Sunday. Yes, you are listening, for some reason, again to the Wandsworth Sunday Roast. We are here, lots of us in this room. I can see faces. I can see dead people. No, I can see the opposite of dead people. It's very exciting. But the most important thing is someone just moved a little bit of beer there. But we are, basically, I'm on the orange juice. And you guys are on our imagination for the next few hours. So here's a massive, fantastic, noisy jingle, which has nothing to do with me. And then there's going to be a song by, I'm going to say Gem, possibly the animated cartoon, or possibly the travesty that hit cinema recently. Let's find out. Yes, we're back again, still here, but I realise I haven't introduced all the various human beings that are surrounding me. They could be anybody, so we're about to find out if any of the microphones actually work. Now, I basically sent off for a luxury Lulu. What sort of Lulu have I got today? Hello.
Very luxurious, darling.
A deluxe version.
Deluxe.
Yes, so how are you doing today? Are you fine? You're usually here, and you are now.
I am now. I'm deluxe, I'm luxurious, I'm drinking champagne.
You are? Why can't I have any? I've just got like a bottle of Vimto over here,
well,
which is anagram of vomit. It's not good.
You're budget Elliot. I'm luxurious Lulu. What can you do?
Well, I'd like you to tell me who is that next to you. So I'm going to move the microphone very unprofessionally over here to this lady here. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Oh, I can barely hear you. Hang on, let's try it again. Try leaning in. Here we go. She's leaning in now.
Good afternoon.
Oh, right. Well, she's still quite a quiet lady. Let's just try it one more time. Hello. Try it again. One more and action.
What? Good afternoon.
There you go. I can hear you now. You're Nicole Harvey, aren't you?
Harvey Nichols, yes, indeed.
Where have you been? I mean, you weren't here for ages. You just left us by ourselves. We just didn't know what to do. We had to get other people to do your comedy stuff, and it was awful without you. There's thanks to Fiverr.
I'm sure you had lots of fun, but I was here in spirit, and I'm very glad to be back. Thank you for doing the can in can.
You were doing that. Were you basically a traditional showing of the undergarments and kicking your legs in the air? That's what you do normally. That's what I do. But
that
what do you?
Would be telling.
Oh, blimey! It's all go, isn't it? Now next year we need to shunt because we've only got 2 working microphones, and we've got one working man who's just done something here. Look at that. That's the sound of professionalism.
That was not my stomach. That was somebody else.
Ah, there he is. He's a witty man. Hello, Mr. Witty Man. What's your name? What do you do?
Hello, Elliot. My name is Conor Darrall, and I am a man.
Yes, you sound very robotic to me. I'm not sure who fuels your energy batteries. That's the lady next to you, possibly.
I believe it's Nikita Gorbachev, but no, the woman beside me is the beautiful Joe Scott.
And moves the microphone unprofessionally again. I can't help it. We need to get some padding on this. Not you. The microphone gets ka-chunky. And who have we got there? Hello,
Elliot.
And you are here again, but you are normally. So you're Joe or Joanne.
Joe or Joanne.
Yes, and normally you're surrounded by 2 other people in relation to ice cream and stuff.
I'm one of the 3 Scoops. 3 Scoops comedy.
Is that you playing the accordion? Can you hear that in the background?
I can hear that.
Are they basically? Can you play a musical instrument?
I can play the cello.
Oh, right, go on then. That's weird. That's so amazing.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful sound. It makes me glad that I've got ears and that I can put my fingers in them. That's great. But we're hearing more of you later, and your 3 Scoops comedy will be back on the 12th. Ed Seamus plug already. Yes.
Get it in, Seamus.
Lee. Okay, so we'll be playing some random music, and then we're having some random comedy, and then we'll just see where the evening takes. Evening? I'm thinking of the future. Is this the music of the future? Let's find out. Well, everyone's enjoying themselves here. I don't know what they're up to. I've not been looking. We've got Lulu and Nicole and Joanne, and I'm going to get his one. Conor is here and everything, and they're just doing their groovy thing. They don't really not put the microphones up, so they can put down what you're doing. And I'm like, how are you all? How are you doing, guys? You all right? Oh my God! Oh no! Don't turn into an entourage. I hate that. I don't want a posse. If I just say how you doing, you just completely ignore me. How you doing?
Woo.
That just sounds sarcastic, which is great. That's really good. So we haven't talked about what we talked about. Talk to Lulu. You're still here in one piece.
Yeah, just.
Where have you been? I asked that before. You didn't tell me. You wouldn't tell me what you've been up to.
Nicole where she'd been.
Did I?
Yeah,
There's always blonde people look the same to me. I have no idea. Yes.
Why didn't you miss me? I mean,
well, like the sights on my rifle were knackered. No, broken. Could I say knackered? I've said it now.
Yeah.
So basically, yes. So what have you been up to then? Tell me now.
Ooh. Okay.
What are you doing? Monkey impressions? That's brilliant. A whole week working on those.
I'm in an improv show next week at the Colour House Theatre.
It's all go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. And I actually have to probably do monkey impressions.
Yes, so there's somebody shout out. So somebody we know that Lulu can do that, and we'll just put a stooge in the audience or whatever like that, and do the funky gibbon and so forth, that sort of thing. So you do the one is that coming back? That's Mark Keegan's little showette. It's time for shameless plug there. Hello, and we're shamelessly plugging stuff. So Mark's show is back on at the Colour House Theatre. Is that right?
That is right. Yeah.
Yes, and you're going to be improing, and you're looking at a phone to get the exact detail. It's not this Sunday. It's not now, is it?
It is Friday.
This
coming Friday.
Which is, what date is that then?
That was just, it's the 27th.
27th. You looked it up.
Yeah,
there you go.
Look it up, and it's 7:30 till late.
And is it free? Does it cost you anything?
I believe it does.
The performers their dignity, and the audience have to hand over little bits of pieces of paper with the Queen's face on.
I believe so.
Not ones you do yourself, but like a £5 note, I believe.
I think it might be around that mark.
Okay,
yes.
that's good. Now, while we're here shamelessly plugging things, and my accent's getting worse and worse, Joe, does anyone else have anything they want to sell, like a car or their body or something? Is there anything else here?
Would you like to do that one, darling? Yes.
Yes, I'll do this one.
Okay, yes, you go ahead. I'll just let you go right.
Go on
ahead
then.
right now.
Yes.
I won't interrupt you again. I promise you.
So
honestly, I won't interrupt you.
You little show and show.
I know, but we're good together, aren't we?
It's the way they flirt live on air. It's embarrassing.
Awful. I have something called the King's Court of Comedy, second Wednesday of every month, which Con co-MCs with me, and he's very, very good. He's been doing his MC NVQ.
So I try my hardest to learn how to interact with the audience, but it's harder than you think, you know.
It is hard, but you've done so well, darling.
Thank you, Auntie Jojo.
So good. So second Wednesday of every month at Blessings Bar, which is in Spitalfields, 8 o'clock until late. I have an amazing mixture of comedy, stand-up sketches, etc. And it costs £5 British
What? Is that
to
all?
get
Only £5?
I know, it's a miracle.
How many performers will be in it? Five.
This month coming in June,
Yes.
there are 8 performers.
In one night?
Yes, 10
So
minutes
work that
sets.
out. So divide 5 by 8 and you'll get how much that's all worth individual performing-wise. Like 48 pence or something.
Yeah, something
Brilliant.
like that.
Who could ask for
We
more?
all band together and buy a bottle of my waddy and put it into a big jar full of water and have a lovely fruity drink.
There you go. So that horrible mental image is there, and I don't know what on earth it was all about. But that's great. Nicole, have you got anything to say? You're fine? You got anything?
I'm going to Spitalfields, clearly.
Quite okay. You're busy. No, do you have anything to sell? Do you have anything to you got anything? No? Your shoes?
Just in the mix, not quite for sale quite yet.
Okay, I'll leave that euphemistic term there. And here is a random jingle, and then something else. It's quite relaxing, this jingle. Yeah. Because news just in. Basically, we are being done by the comedy police. We haven't been as funny as we were expecting to be. Mr. Corbin has come in and he's done a couple of wiggly moves. Mr. Cameron has been funny in his way, walking across Abbey Road, basically encouraged people to run him over. I'm getting in my car in a minute. And other politicians can be run over as well. There's no bias. So if anyone can remember what on earth the Liberals are doing at this moment and who's in charge of them, get in your little helicopter and crash to... Don't. Nobody crash into anybody. Just be nice to each other. So, Lulu, you're just there. Outside, there's a volcano of jokes.
Yes.
And basically, we're going to try and scoop some of the jokes out and use them. Basically, they're just random words. What random words are coming out of that volcano right now? Can you see?
Interesting. Yes.
Interesting
Elliot,
has come out there, yeah.
Right now, there is ice and cream and strawberry and vanilla and chocolate.
I think we've gone back to showing off to the Three Scoops comedy there. I think that volcano was full of an advert, very probably.
Very much so, yes.
Yes.
They are coming out of the volcano right now, so please be aware.
Okay, well remember, I'm a lava, not a fighter. Yes, oh dear, that was a terrible pun. But it's not my fault, it's the volcano. Blame the hot stuff. I am not hot. Oh, blimey, I trod on his toes. Sorry, Batmaker. Oh, sorry, I did. making money. We're not making money out of this particularly, but maybe we will with this new introduction of a friend of mine, Mr. Paul Harrison, and we meet every Thursday, more or less, to watch Doctor Who, so that puts like at least 90% of the people off. But he's now going to chat now, hopefully, if I press the right button, about something unique.
Hi, I'm Paul. Well, Paul's a rubbish name. There's loads of people called Paul. You don't want to be called Paul. No one's going to remember you if you're called Paul. Paul McCartney had this trouble. No one remembers him. Everyone remembers Ringo Starr. I could go by the name Ringo, but then if I said I was called Ringo, you'd always think of Ringo Starr, so that's no good. The world wouldn't think of me. Oh well, Paul it is, I suppose, for now. Anyway, I had a problem the other day. I was taking the car in for an MOT. I'd changed the tyres recently and checked everything was okay, so I was pretty sure it was going to sail through. And it did pretty well sail through, apart from one issue. Under the rear bumper, there's an assembly for a light that shines down on the number plate, and that entire assembly was missing. You can't see it when you look at the car. You've got to get underneath the bumper to see that it's missing, or in a dark room and put the lights on and see that there's no light to be shining on it. So the guy had explained this to me and taken me out and shown me the bumper, or under the bumper, and this lack of light assembly. It's very odd. Maybe it just wasn't fitted. I mean, the bumper got replaced a few years ago, and maybe they didn't put the assembly back in. I thought, no, it's had 2 MOTs since then, which must have been noticed then. Even one of them at the same place that I was just going to failing me this time. So it must have, maybe it's fallen out. Maybe it's fallen out. So I thought, okay, we'll have to get this replaced. Can you order me in a new one? And they said, yeah, we'll order you in a new one. Take the car home and we'll order you in a new one next day. So meanwhile, I talked to my wife about this and said, yeah, it's somehow disappeared, the assembly. And she said she was talking to a friend about this. At least I think it was my wife I was talking to. Must I pay better notice if I'm not sure it's my wife. Anyway, she was talking to somebody, friend, person down the pub or something. No, she doesn't go to the pub. Anyway, she was talking to somebody. How was she talking to someone down the pub? She doesn't go to the pub. Anyway, she was talking to somebody, and they somehow discussing my personal life. No idea why. Okay, it's not that personal, being a car. And they suggested that someone was stealing these things. They're very easy to steal. And you're going, okay, so it's possible that this has been stolen. Okay, I don't remember any big clunker out the back of my car. It's quite a large, chunky thing, a couple of foot wide, and. So if someone's stolen this, it's very particular for the model of car that it's going to be the only correct thing. It's not going to be correct for any other model of car or anything out of that particular model, the year's range or whatever that model covered. And the cost isn't that much for this assembly. It's about 60 quid. Now, as I said at the beginning, I've just had 4 new tyres fitted to this car. Each of those tyres is worth more than that light assembly, and those tyres would fit all sorts of cars. This light assembly will only fit this specific model, so are they still into order? I've no idea. So anyway, I went back to took the car in today back to the MOT place who'd ordered in the part, and the part hadn't turned up, and they said it was due in the next day or so. So, well, no, it's the next hour or so, and I get a call a couple of hours later saying the part's been delivered, but it's the wrong part. Well, actually, it's not the wrong part, it's the right part, but for the wrong model. My particular model lasted for about 7 years. This is for another variant, presumably the newer model of the car. So they have to go away and order a new one to get delivered. I sure hope that the people who nicked this, supposedly nicking it to order for something else, didn't nick the wrong part. It's not as if they got themselves a bumper deal.
There's some strange noises in the studio. It might be the music. It might be our guests. They're enjoying themselves. They're doing something. I'm not sure what it is. Something comedic. Who knows? Yeah, there's some sort of weird noise happening there. Oh, I didn't know. Was that me? Was that part of the music? I'm not really into whatever that was. And though I have heard the new Beyonce album, the Lemonade thing, and that's quite peculiar. But the thing is, it's peculiar for me because I don't really know her stuff. Apart from there was that video where there were at least, I think, 16 buttocks moving in succession. There were 8 ladies wiggling their bottom, and therefore 16 buttocks possibly going in different directions. This is not a rude thing. One of her famous songs, a crazy whatever it is. Say it again.
Put a ring on it. Single lady.
Yes, there's that one, and there's one where she's the from some time ago, and the bit where she wiggles her bottom, and then about 8 people wiggle their bottom, and I'm sort of it's just peculiar. It's like one lady wiggling her bottom. I can understand that's quite exciting, and oh my goodness, look at that. But then when it's like 16 of them, it's ridiculous. You don't know where this is going. This is it could be dangerous in a built-up area, particularly.
A lot of wiggly bottoms.
Yes, exactly. I mean, is Beyonce one of these people basically that she's taller, sitting down than she is standing up because she's got she's quite a large posterior, let's say. I don't know. We talk about that sort of thing.
That's an interesting concept.
It is that sort of thing. Is it insured?
I think it is.
It could be insured. I don't know. If you could have part of your, you're stretching, I shouldn't look. But if you've any part of your, I'll look away, any part of your body that you, as being an actress, that you would have insured.
My teeth.
Your teeth, they look fine. Well, I think that is your selling point is your teeth. Is it?
If
it's very nice, everything. Eh?
If it was, I'd get my teeth.
You'd get your teeth insured. So we've got next to you. That's when it's like you're going to get punched in the teeth or something. You're that annoying actress.
It'd be awful.
Eh?
If you'd lose a tooth, you'd have a big gap in your teeth. It'd be really.
I got false caps. I got these. They fell off on stage once. I was doing some impro about dentistry, and I improvised a dentist song. At that exact moment, my teeth cap flew off, and I caught it with my right hand, and I put it on a piano. And people thought, "Oh, it's part of the show, isn't it?" Like, because they all talk like that for some reason. And it wasn't. It was true. It basically fell out, and I was really, really embarrassed and that kind of thing. So there you go. My teeth. Not in a dream. The regular dream I have is I keep failing my exams. Right. As in like back in 2011, I graduated, but I still have that dream of going, oh no, I've got one assignment missing, and that's a real cliche dream. So there you go.
Oh, and do you ever have the dream where you rush in to get your assignment into the office to get it done, and you miss the deadline, and the reception goes, no more work.
It. Yeah, and then I sort of. And then you wake up and realise, hey, yeah, but I passed and I've got whatever it is I've got. What qualifications do you have to be on radio, madam, or at all?
I have a BTEC National Diploma in Performing Arts.
So do I, actually. I've got is that an ND?
It's an ND.
Yeah, I've got an HND. Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
Should we count how many pieces of Madry paper we all have in this? I've got a 2-1 in television and video technology, and I very nearly did a BA Honours in primary education, but then my son showed up. I'm just showing off now.
Ridiculous.
There you go. I've got
primary education.
I've got 2 GCSEs, I think, possibly. But I was mocking the whole thing then. So yes, we can go through the room here, or through the room.
Do we have to?
Yeah. Well, they want to look at me like, don't ask us about. We're not educated. You're from the street.
Very street. I mean, Nicole here.
Hang on, he's going to say no. Say something. Go say something. Yeah.
Well, actually, it's very, 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 very bad to ask people their diplomas. It's sort of like asking what postcode they live in. It's not done.
Should we start off with PIN number? And then we'll work our way down to like embarrassing childhood secrets, and then finally, how did you do at school? So I do it. I didn't know this was. I thought you guys looked really intelligent. You're obviously very good actors.
So not done. It is not the thing.
It's not that I've
not politically correct.
It is. It's a huge faux pas. I feel so embarrassed now.
Awkward.
Awkward. I better put some trousers on as well. That probably would make the difference, wouldn't it? Yeah. They're going on now. There we go. Not as exciting. It's a fly in this studio. I'm so geeky because I know that. Oh, blimey, that was something happened just then.
Wasn't me. Honest.
I was just getting carried away with the fact that was in a Doctor Who episode. Yes, Lulu.
Yeah.
Hello there. We were going to do a sketch, and we're basically not quite ready. Are you ready?
No.
No. What do you mean? I thought you were going to say yes. I was being unprofessional.
Oh right. Yeah. Awesome. I'm so ready.
Okay,
you're
doing practicing your accent. This is behind the scenes of the beginning of a sketch. We've not done this before.
No.
Basically, where we're explaining to people that in this sketch, one person will say one thing, and the other person one thing, and the other person will not two things. It's a limited thing to just or three. That's going too far. And basically, once that one thing has been said, the other person says something that either is humorous or will lead to some misunderstanding that indeed it is humorous itself.
And that's comedy.
It's probably comedy. We don't know. Who knows? You don't want to be sure.
Comedy formula.
It is a formula, but you have a straight person coming in saying, I say, what's going on here? And the other person will be going, I'm being random. And the other person going, why are you being random? Well, because it's humorous. Oh, no. Or someone will come in and say, I've just seen something that I'm now going to describe in a roundabout kind of way. And the other person will go, what? You mean this has happened? And they go, no, something else has happened. Oh, really? Or in a modern way in the last sort of 15 years, hello, I'm a ridiculous character doing a ridiculous thing. And the other person goes, oh, no, you're not going to do that ridiculous thing again, are you? And then they do. And then you come in next week and they're doing the same thing. Sorry.
You're giving it all away.
I know. I'm getting on my little high horse.
It's terrible.
I know. I shouldn't really do that.
Get off that soapbox.
I will get off that soapbox that's balanced very... So are we all going to go down to wherever that is, the Aki tree, and we're all going to say something, and then we get, was it 20%, 80% more flavour or something? I'm not sure. We'll definitely get very entertained in a music-y sense. But talking about being entertained, I wanted to say thank you to everybody here who's come along to be in the show. They're all being very tentative with the microphone. Don't touch it. But I want to say, I'll go around and about us. Joe, how did you felt about the show today? Were you happy with what you did? We were happy.
I've loved it. It's been fantastic.
It's very good. That's all right. And we will see your other collective, the two of you, in the Three Scoops comedy, coming back on the 12th, I believe. You're going to be here.
Indeed.
Because I'm off next week. I'm not going to be here. Duhring Battalion and Mark Keegan will be taking over because I'm going to be away celebrating my son's birthday. I think, Lulu, you might be popping by.
I might be, yeah. I'm going to be joining the satire that is Duhring.
Oh, yes.
Keegan. Oh, yeah.
Doing his thing. But I also wanted to say thank you to Nicole as well. Hello, Nicole. Hello, leaning at the microphone. Hello there.
So much fun today.
It was. Thank you so much fun. It's like the mum out of Miranda now. It was so much fun. Is that what she says? I've no idea. That's what the first series was good, but I was very ill when I saw it. That's true. I did actually have really bad chest infection when I saw the first series of Miranda, so I thought it was hilarious. But the elephant in the... I'm not calling you an elephant. We've forgotten to mention... Is it Conor? Is your name?
Conor is. Yes.
Yeah, Conor. Yeah, hi.
How do you do? I'm actually Irish.
I can't trust him because he keeps putting accents on. I have no idea what is his real voice. It's scary. It's like
this is my real voice here. It sounds slightly threatening, but ultimately very right.
I know, but we like the Irish people now. I'm not suggesting there's any country whose accent we now suspect and go, oh my God, they're talking like that. Well, it's all fine now and everything is cool. I mean, very careful. The only accent you can't trust in the whole world is English. As you know, Eurovision, we did very badly again this year. It's because Europeans all think that we're big fibbers.
But they tried their best the last, didn't they? I think they did.
We came second from last. We came just above Germany. So but we are worse than Germans, apparently. There you go. And the thing is, the reason if you give any food to an English person, we'll just, and it's awful, we'll still go, oh no, this is lovely. It's nice. German people, the cliche is that they'll go, no, this is something wrong with this, take it away. You know, you have cooked wrong. And that's a cliche, so I'm not necessarily being that xenophobic. I might be. So name me a nice German thing. There's lots of nice German things. I'm not going to compare anybody. You know, nowadays people keep comparing to a small mustachioed chap. There are other nice German people too, like...
Kraftwerk.
Well, there you go. They're good. Kraftwerk.
Marlene.
Pardon? Who? What? Marlene. What? Dietrich. Yeah, there's her. That's pretty good. So if you can think of any more exciting German people, I think Lulu might have an exciting German. Did you meet a nice German boy once? And he was very.
Oh, I did.
Right.
He was adorable.
There you go. Was he quite nice?
His name was Wolf.
Wolf. Oh, I feel like we should play Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran, but that's not on the playlist. But I won't be here next week, but I want to say thank you everybody for coming along. You've been brilliant. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Conor. That's awesome. So you won't see me next week because you never can see me. It's not a visual medium, but I won't be here next week, but I will be here in 2 weeks' time. But next week is Mark Keegan, Andy Duhring, Battalion, and probably a little bit of Lulu. We'll find out what that is. So thank you for tuning in last week and this week and next week. My coach has turned into